So when we talk about mind, we say everything has to be mind first before we can materialize or act on. The world of the mind always leads the world of the body. The world of the body, world of physics, is a shadow of what takes place in the world of the mind. Everything has to first take place in the world of the mind before it can take place in the world of physics. That's how important the use of the mind is. If it doesn't happen in the world of the mind, it will never happen in the world of physics. It has to first take place in the invisible world of the mind for it to take place in the visible world of the body, or it never will be. Mind is a common denominator. You improve the functioning of the human mind, you improve humankind in general. Mind applies on everything. You were mentioning as to in what area do we benefit using mind in health, for instance. Health. Well, what hurts the body, meaning health? We have psychological problems, mental health problems, or biological, organic health problems. We can have problems in the world of the mind, in the visible world of the mind, or we can have problems in the visible world of the body. Now, when we talk about health, we mean mental and body health. We talk about both of them to be healthy. If you're sick in one area, it's going to influence the other part, and vice versa. So then, what hurts, what causes diseases and ailments? First of all, we talk about the wrong way of living. Ignorance in what not to do. We are learning as to what we're not supposed to do, and sometimes even though we know we're not supposed to do it, we do it anyhow. So then this is called stress in living. Stress hurts the way of life. How does it hurt? Stress hurts, first of all, the immune system. And the immune system is a mechanism that God included in the biological body to heal itself automatically. Because God, we feel, is not looking over us every second of the day. So God created the immune system to take care of us, health-wise. Now, what hurts the immune system? What weakens the immune system? We say stress. There are three major stressors that cause the worst condition in the body or mind of the human being. And those three worst or major stressors are: the number one that hurts the immune system the most is called guilt complex, meaning consciously doing something wrong and you consciously continue to do it. That's the worst ones of all. They're blaming the smoking hurting the lungs for that one. They're causing or blaming cancer and AIDS because it has to do with weakening of the immune system on that particular one. The worst one of all is guilt complex. Consciously knowing that you're doing whatever you're doing is wrong, and you consciously continue to do it. You wonder sometimes if people did not have so much, have heard or read or whatever, how smoking hurts the lungs, they develop a guilt complex. If they had not developed a guilt complex, maybe the immune system would have taken care of the smoke that could hurt the lungs or take care of the injured part and never go beyond that. But since there's a guilt complex here that weakens the immune system, then the immune system allows the smoke to hurt the lungs. In other words, it's something like what gets there first, the chicken or the egg concept. Now, the same thing is said for cancer and AIDS right now. They are blaming this guilt complex for those who develop cancer and AIDS also. Now, we're going into, for instance, the second worst or most dangerous, or let's say the one that hurts the most the body in second place, second term, would be having lost something of great value, a stress building, and not able to replace it or recuperate it. Losing something of great value, maybe a loved one, maybe a husband or wife dies, or a big business. A little later, the owner will feel again sick, and before you know it, he develops cancer. Well, that's the second worst of the stressors, major stressors that hurt the body the most. Now, the third one is living or working under conditions that you hate, but there's no way that you can remedy it. There's no way to correct it. Like it or not, you have to continue. That's the condition. That's the third worst stress source that hurt the body the most. There are many minor stressors that if you group them, they might equal a major one. And the minor stressors are concerned that maybe you will not have enough to meet the note at the bank when it becomes due, the payments for the television or car or whatever, payments, debt that you committed, you're not able to meet with them or pay them on time or whatever. This concern, this worry develops into a stress factor. And a group of those could equal a major stressor, and it can hurt just as much as a major one. So stress is the worst enemy of the human body right now. Well, mind is a neutralizer, but mind needs to be attuned to a certain dimension of brain activity, and to stay attuned to that dimension at least once a day for no less than 15 minutes in order to neutralize the stress that has been accumulated and to give it enough time to strengthen your immune system. And that means a person learning to enter the center of the brain frequency spectrum, which means 10-cycle vibration, they have found that the 10-cycle vibration is a healing vibration, especially when you're dealing with the human energy, dealing with magnetic energy, dealing with electrostatic energy, and so on. Meaning that any field of energy that's pulsing on 10 cycles, especially magnetic or human, it strengthens the immune system. But how it does it, they claim, this research began with a scientist by the name of Dr. Schumann. He discovered the means to detect and measure the pulsing energy in space. And he found that the energy in space, electrostatic and magnetic, is pulsing at 10 cycles per second. Now they have taken the 10 cycles per second magnetic pulsing and taken it to the lab, for instance, and they have selected an enzyme and have destroyed 90% of the health of the enzyme, and then separated it in different compartments and placed each one in a different energy field at a variable frequency to find out, is there any other energy field that could help bring back the health of the enzyme, and maybe any other frequency that could also help do it. And what they found at the end of the project was that the only frequency and the only energy field that brought back 90% of the health of the enzyme was a weak magnetic field pulsing at 10 cycles per second. So they've gone beyond this to find out what really happens, and they're finding out that what's happening in matter, in live matter, that this frequency and magnetic energy, when penetrating animate matter, it stimulates the subatomic particles in matter. So when you function on 10 cycles, your brain teaches your brain to function on 10 cycles, and you remain on 10 cycle brain frequency for 15 minutes, what you're doing is stimulating your subatomic particles in your body chemistry. You see, body chemistry contains subatomic particles, and the body chemistry is controlled by the immune system. So when you stimulate the subatomic particles in body chemistry, you're also stimulating your immune system to get it to do what it's supposed to do, to remove the stress factor and to strengthen the immune system. That strengthens it right there. So a person, to stay healthy, should learn to stay on 10 cycles, guaranteed, not that they tell you are, that you need to be sure that you are, a 10 cycle brain frequency for at least 15 minutes once a day, and stay healthy. Now, if you develop the first symptoms that are indicated when stress starts hurting your body, and that is the initial symptoms, the first stage, where stress is hurting your body, meaning you're living a wrong kind of life somewhere along the way, you're not doing the right thing for yourself, then it reflects on insomnia, headaches, or peptic ulcers, and the peptic ulcers along with it. Now that's the first indication, first stage indication, that something is happening to your immune system, is weakening. If you do not correct it by going to your level, meaning going to 10 cycle brain frequency, and stay there for 15 minutes once a day to correct the problem, because if you do, then you're strengthening your immune system, and your immune system takes care of correcting the peptic ulcers or correcting insomnia or your headaches. So they will disappear then. Now if you don't, if you have not learned to do this, then the second stage of noticing that the immune system is getting weaker because of a buildup in stress. That means the second stage are the chronic ones, the chronic health problems such as glaucoma, arthritis, high blood pressure, and hypoglycemia. Now, this condition is the second stage of the weakening of your immune system. Now, if you are in that level or at that level with health problems, then you need to go to your level, the 10-cycle brain frequency, twice a day for 15-minute periods to neutralize the stress buildup and to strengthen your immune system to help your doctors heal your body faster. If not, if you do not help from within, your doctor is going to tell you that you need to be under medication for the rest of your life. And that's what happens. Now, if you help from within, then it will be a permanent cure. Otherwise, it would not be. You need to learn to help yourself from within using your mind, controlling your mind to function on 10-cycle brain frequency twice a day for 15-minute periods to relieve yourself of such a problem. If you have not learned to do this, and you continue building up the stress, you might get involved into the third stages, which are the final stages that might kill the body, which is leukemia, cancer, multiple sclerosis, strokes, and so on. So this could kill you then. So then, if you are at that level and doctor is trying to help you with conventional medication, to be able to help your doctor, you must learn to go to your level, the 10-cycle brain frequency, 3 times a day for a period of 15 minutes each, so that you can, from within, help your doctor or help the medications be more effective and get cleared of such a problem. So in health, mind is a very powerful thing to have in your favor and to learn how to control. Your immune system can take care of all problems. This is the one mechanism, biological mechanism, that God included in the body before we came to planet Earth to take care of all our health problems. It includes emotional problems also, because the emotional problem has to do with mind again. It's a mind, malfunctioning mind, that causes or creates the emotional problems.
For information about additional programs to help you in every area of your life, please visit our website, silvacourses.com. Thank you. There are many benefits of relaxation. Stress can be very harmful. Stress can hurt your health, can ruin your relationships, can curtail your ability to concentrate and learn. It can lower your productivity, creativity, problem-solving ability, and it can undermine your self-confidence and happiness. On the other hand, relaxing at the alpha level for 15 minutes can strengthen your immune mechanism and keep you healthier. Relaxing at alpha for 15 minutes will normalize everything in your body. When it does that, it will slow the aging process. It will also help you to be able to make better decisions and to correct more problems. And it will help you to feel better and enjoy life more. Well, let's talk just a little bit about stress. How can you tell when you have stress and tension in your life? How do you know when you're under stress? Some people feel it in their bodies, a knot in their stomach, tightness and soreness in their muscles. Some people get headaches, tension headaches from stress and tension in their life. Some people feel depressed or sometimes a feeling of fear or a sense of dread. How do you sense tension and stress in your body? What causes stress and tension in your life? A lot of times we ask that question, people say money, and we say, oh, having too much money? And they say, no, not having enough money. Well, the truth is, either one can cause stress. A lot of times they say it's people in their lives that cause their stress. Women will say, oh, it's my husband. And the husbands, of course, will say, no, it's my wife. But both agree that their children cause stress in their lives. And, of course, children will assure you that parents are one of the major causes of their stress. Oftentimes it's job-related, your employer, or your employees if you happen to be the boss, or your neighbors, or well, you get the idea. Another thing that causes a lot of stress is deadlines, pressure, too many things to do, and too little time to do them. In the world these days, we all know what that's like. Still, it's important to find the time, to make the time to relax. Now, when you've been under stress and all this energy is built up into your body, what do you do to get rid of all that excess energy, that energy that's been built up by stress and tension? How do you deal with it? Some people, a lot of people in fact, use physical exercise. They run, they do aerobics, they play fast sets of tennis or something like that to get rid of that energy. Busy executives like to go out to the golf course. Use that energy in a peaceful setting to help to deal with the stress that's built up in their lives. Hobbies work well for many people. There's one man I met one time who loved to go out and work in his garden. That was very relaxing for him. He enjoyed pulling up weeds. He said, somebody's giving me a hard time, then when I'm pulling those weeds out of the ground and throwing them away, I sometimes think about that person that gave me a hard time. So, he said, looking me in the eye, if you suddenly get the feeling that you're being uprooted, then think about it. Think about if you've done something to me that wasn't too nice. I hope he was just kidding. Some people relax by listening to music. Or some will take a hot bath. They love that, or a shower, or spend time in a hot tub. Reading is another popular way of relaxing. There are many, many different ways. There's a story about a truck driver who found his own way to relieve tension. This truck driver had been on the road for several hours, and he pulled up to his favorite truck stop, his favorite diner. He puts it there, says, fuel it up, take care of the truck, and he went inside, sat down at the counter, and here came his favorite waitress, who knew him by name and loved to have him stop there. What'll you have? He says, bring me my regular. So she does. She goes and prepares it. She brings him out this big, sizzling, juicy steak, big baked potato with the sour cream and bacon bits on it, beautiful salad with the special dressing that they made there, and a big slice of apple pie with a big scoop of ice cream on top of it for dessert. Well, about the time he was ready to start eating, the door opens and a bunch of noise and carrying on, and in came 3 motorcycle riders dressed in their black leather jackets with chains and scruffy looking and dirty and smelly. And they saw this gorgeous meal that had just been set out on the counter, so they walk over there, sit down on each side of the truck driver, and start helping themselves. One person grabs his steak and picks it up and shoves it in his mouth and starts gnawing on it. Another one grabs a salad and a baked potato and he starts shoveling the food into his mouth. The other one takes the hot apple pie with the ice cream on top of it and starts eating that. And they look at the truck driver like, what are you going to do about it, fella? Well, the truck driver just took a deep breath, stood up, went over to the cash register, paid the bill, and left. And the motorcycle riders, as they're finishing up his meal, they hear him crank up the truck and pull out of the parking lot as he drove out of the parking lot. They look over at the waitress, who had obviously liked him so much, said, well, that guy, he sure wasn't much of a man, was he? The waitress looked him right in the eye and said, nope. And you know something else? He's not much of a truck driver either. You know, he ran over 3 motorcycles while he was driving out of the parking lot. Well, we may not all be able to take care of our tension in that way. We may not have that alternative. You know, your boss comes up and gives you a hard time. You can't take physical action and haul off and punch your boss in the nose. You get in too much trouble for that, and you have to go find a new boss after that anyway. Driving down the street, if somebody cuts you off, you may feel like running into them, but you really can't do that. That just gets you in a lot of trouble and costs you a lot of money and creates more stress. So sometimes it's kind of tough. Much of the tension and the stress in our lives is caused by change, by fear of change, by fear of the unknown. Something happens and we're not sure of how to deal with it or how to cope with it. The boss comes over and says, why did you do this? Uh-oh. Why did I do this? What did I do? Did I do something wrong? He may be asking because he wants to praise you. But so often, it's that stress of not knowing what it is there, of not feeling in control. Well, now this is natural. Everybody experiences this. It's like a biological defense mechanism that humanity has been perfecting for thousands of years. You imagine our ancestors out in prehistoric times trying to survive in the jungle? They're walking along and all of a sudden they hear a rustling in the bushes. Could be a small animal that maybe they could catch it and eat it, a rabbit or something, and that will enhance their chance for survival. They'll live another day. Or it could be a large animal who wants to eat them. Either way, they need a burst of energy, what's called the flight or fight response. They need to run away from danger or chase down something that would be good for them. Stay and fight or get away, whatever it takes. So the bodies, the people who survived were the ones whose bodies were best at providing this energy. The heart pumps faster, we get adrenaline into our system, and the blood sugar level goes up so the muscles have more energy and more strength. We can run, we can fight, we can do what we need to. We breathe fast to get oxygen in. All of this energy. Well, we no longer live in the jungle, but we still have those physiological reactions. Something happens, and suddenly we're tense. This problem in traffic, we're running late, the phone rings and we don't want to deal with, and we get this tension. Well, if you will relax, deep relaxation, like you'll learn to do on the other side of this tape, for just 15 minutes, you will dissipate a lot of that energy that you've accumulated during the day. There's an added benefit, too. When you function at the alpha level, as you're learning to do, not only can you let the energy drain away, you can become proactive. You can take steps to correct whatever is causing the problems. You can program to improve your financial situation, your job situation. You can program to improve your relationships with other people. You can program to correct any problems and improve any situation for your benefit. The key is you have to let go and relax. Now, if you're not accustomed to relaxing, it might take a little practice. It took me a while to learn how to relax. Sometimes it's kind of like the story about the man who walking along, he was out on vacation and he was looking at this beautiful canyon and he got a little bit too close to the edge and he slipped and he fell over the edge and he starts falling down towards this long 1,000-foot drop towards a certain death. So he's flailing around with his hands and grabbing for anything that he can, and he manages just a little ways down from the top, manages to grab hold of this little tiny tree that was sticking out of the side of the cliff. And he's hanging on with both hands for dear life. And he needs help. He can't find a foothold. He can't get a way to get back up to the top. And he's not that strong, so he's beginning to lose his grip, and the roots are beginning to pull out because the tree is not that big anyway. So he looks up and he doesn't see anybody up there, but he calls out anyway, says, "Is there anybody up there who can help me?" And a voice comes out of the heavens and says, "Yes, I'm your guardian angel. I can help you. What do you need?" Says, "Look, I've fallen over the edge of the cliff, and I need help to get me back on top, so pull me back up on top." The angel says, "Okay, here's the plan." Says, "I'll get beneath you, and you turn loose, and I will catch you and place you back on top." Well, the guy looks up towards the top, and he looks down at how far the fall is, and he doesn't see anybody there. He's got to act on faith. He's got to trust. So then he says, "Is there anybody else up there who can help me?" Oh, sometimes our situation may be terrible. It may look like disaster, but at least it's something we're familiar with, and we try to hang on to it and hold on to it. When you practice the long relaxation exercise, you must let yourself go. Do not hold anything back. Get totally involved. Follow the instructions and allow yourself to relax completely, physically and mentally. Do this, and I guarantee that you'll end up on top. Your life will improve in every way. There are many more benefits to practicing this long relaxation exercise. You will find real power at deep levels of mind. And it doesn't take a lot of depth to be able to use the formula-type techniques that you're learning in this home study course. You can learn that pretty easily. It doesn't even take a lot of depth to be able to function intuitively and clairvoyantly, as you learn in the Silva Method Basic Lecture Series. So why do we want to achieve very deep levels of mind? It's all part of preparing yourself for real success in every area of your life. You see, you are a vehicle. You've been accumulating information throughout your entire life, and you use that information to make decisions and to guide your actions. The better the vehicle, the better the results you'll receive. The deeper you go, the more you will benefit. The better programming you'll be able to do. The real, natural you will surface. Now, we've all had all kinds of experiences in our lives, some of them positive, some of them not so positive. Somebody figured out one time that the word that a child hears the most is the word no. Children are so creative. They want to do things, to learn, to accomplish things, to experience the world. Yet they have to learn to do these things correctly. Sometimes really bad things happen to children, and they carry around feelings of guilt or shame, or feelings that they're not good people or not worthy. As an adult, you may understand that you were not at fault, that you were just being a child. But it's that child within that still has a problem. Sometimes a parent will die when a child is very young. They say a child doesn't really have a concept of death. So they may come back and say, well, Mommy went to be with God. Oh, you mean Mommy prefers being with God than to be with me? And the child somehow feels guilty, feels like they're at fault, feels like maybe they're unloved, they're unlovable, incapable of being loved. Sometimes that's what happens. And that child will carry that around within them, and it will affect everything that the child does. Now, as an adult, you may realize it. A parent dying or your parents getting divorced was not your fault, that you had nothing to do with it. But that child within still carries that, and the adult cannot change the way the child feels. You have to get back to the child's level to make that change. Sometimes children are abused, physically or otherwise. Sometimes they're made to feel like they're worthless in many, many different ways. Well, those are problems. Those are impediments to our success. We need to ventilate those impediments and to get rid of those things. That's what it takes to be successful, and that's done at deep levels of mind. Not from the outer level, not from up here, but from deep within. There was a Silva Method graduate who called the office just the other day. In fact, a husband called, and a few days later his wife called. They'd had a business, but they hadn't done very well in it. They'd lost the business, and it cost them a lot of money. Now the husband was trying to sell real estate. He was discouraged. When he called, he was discouraged because he was getting close to getting listings, but they kept going to someone else. I was trying to encourage him and to let him know, hey, if you're getting that close, it's just a matter of getting a little closer and finding what you need. Well, a couple of days later, his wife called, and she talked to me for a while, and she gave me some additional information. She said her husband had recently found out that when he was a child, some really horrible things had happened to him, some things that involved his father. She didn't elaborate or tell me what it was. Well, now we've got a different situation. See, because the problem is, if he feels guilt and shame, if he feels that he was at fault, if he feels that he deserved it, that he was a bad person, then he's carrying that around inside of himself. That child within might still be experiencing all of that. And no matter what the adult thinks about the situation, it's there within the child. Now, when he's going out and talking to people about wanting to list their house, wanting to sell their house, wanting to help them, if there's something deep within him that says, I'm not a good person, I'm not a really worthwhile person, then that's going to be expressed in some way. It's going to come out in his body language, in the way that he talks, in the things that he does, or what he says, or how he says it, or some way, or maybe just on some subjective level that you can't quite quantify physically and objectively. And people are going to sense that. Now, are people going to list their houses with him? His wife said he had just had one. The person says, I'll list with you, come back on Monday. But on Sunday, she listed the house with somebody else before he came back. Maybe it's something like that. I talked to her and talked to him about the importance of functioning at deep, deep levels, of getting to deep enough levels that we can ventilate impediments like that, get back to where we really need to be. See, children are so wonderful. Children are absolutely fabulous. They're creative. I mean, everybody likes children. Do you ever stop and think about that? Children are so cute. They're so lovable. Everybody cares about children and wants the best for children. Nobody wants to harm a child. At least nobody in their right mind wants to harm a child. Children think they can do anything. You tell them to go do something. Okay, we'll try it. We'll see it. They believe what you tell them. As they're growing up, as teenagers, we really have this desire to make the world a better place to live. Look at what happened in the United States in the 1960s when the baby boomers, this huge number of young people coming along, says we've got to make a difference. We've got to end wars. We've got to stop pollution. We've got to stop hating one another and start loving one another. They understood this. They had not been taught to hate the way some children are in some cultures. They had been taught to love, and they believed this. We have that for a period of time, but somehow it seems like we outgrow it, doesn't it? It's sad. We get families, we get responsibilities, we get jobs, and suddenly we realize we have to pay attention to ourselves and take care of our own lives. And before you know it, it gets out of control. You wind up with yuppies out there driving their Beamers and doing all, and they forget about the values that they had when they were younger. We need to get back to that time before we were contaminated, back to that time when we were big enough that we thought we could conquer the whole world, back to the time when we really believed that we could make a difference. That's what you can get back to at those deep levels of mind. You get there and you begin to ventilate those impediments. They begin to fade away, and it makes a tremendous difference. If you meditate, there's been research done that if you do nothing more than just meditate 15 or 20 minutes, 2 or 3 times a day, that over a period of years, your life will change dramatically. Well, in the Silva method, we're too impatient for that. We want to get the changes. We want to make the changes as quickly as possible. So we have formula-type techniques that we can apply at deep levels and make real differences. Isn't that something that's wonderful? Can't you imagine doing that? What you actually learn to do is to convert the so-called subconscious level to what Jose Silva refers to as an inner conscious level. You can begin to use the subconscious consciously. Well, every time you practice a deep relaxation, you're saturating all levels. You're neutralizing negative information that's stored at those deep levels. These conditioning cycles may sound awfully repetitive to you and awfully boring. They are designed that way because we want to saturate as many levels as we can, correct problems on as many levels as we can correct. Imagine the benefits that you get when you go to deep levels and mentally repeat statements like every day and every way, I'm getting better, and better. My increasing mental faculties are for serving humanity better. Positive thoughts bring me benefits and advantages I desire. What about that final statement? You will continue to strive to take part in constructive and creative activities to make this a better world to live in, so that when we move on, we shall have left behind a better world for those who follow. You know the rest of the statement. Imagine how you have greater understanding, compassion, and patience with others, programming yourself with that every time you go to your level. It's like you were growing up with these attitudes by going back to those deep levels, those low brain frequencies, and repeating that. It's like you had gotten this when you were young, when you were a child. Imagine how this will change you on the inside so that when you're dealing with people, when you're working on things, this is what you'll be expressing. This is what people will sense from you. Imagine the difference it'll make in your life. This is another of the benefits of practicing the relaxation exercise, learning to get to those deep levels. Not only do you strengthen your immune system and help your body and get your physical life under control by dealing with the stress, but you also get the rest of your life under control too by going back to these levels and working with it. Now there's a few more additional statements that are included in the long relaxation exercise. Statements about being able to project your mind wherever there's a problem, becoming aware of the problem, and being able to correct the problems. We'll talk more later when we get to the mirror of the mind and some of the other techniques about what you can do to correct problems from the past, how you can get rid of irrational fears, get rid of old guilt, eliminate doubt from your life. You'll learn how to program yourself for greater success in your life today and in the future. It all begins by preparing a proper foundation, learning to enter deep, healthy levels of mind with conscious awareness. Later, you'll learn to activate your mind to begin to analyze information and correct and solve the problems that you have in your life at your alpha level. For now, you want to establish your level. You want to learn to enter deep levels of mind with conscious awareness. So I'll explain to you exactly how to proceed. First of all, remember what we discussed earlier about having a reason for doing this. You must establish your purpose for practicing the relaxation exercise. Think about the benefits that you'll receive. Think about how you will be fulfilling your purpose, your mission here on earth. Think about all the people who will benefit when you become a better problem solver, when you are helping to correct problems and make the world a better place to live. The more people who benefit, the more reasons that you have, the greater your desire, and you'll be carrying all of that desire into those deep inner levels with you. That's very, very powerful. You've already indicated that you have a great desire for help by committing so much time and money to this home study course. That's a good indication of your desire. Now it's time to build on that desire, to fan the flames of those desires, to build them up even greater, and to transfer that desire gradually to lower brain frequencies with conscious awareness. The lower we take that desire without altering it, the stronger it gets. Then you can use all of that energy of that desire in your programming. The desire that you build up when you think of all the reasons you have for practicing will give you an extra boost so that you will do whatever is necessary to succeed. Your mind will know how serious you are and will take whatever steps need to be taken to ensure success. In addition to that, when you carry that sense of purpose to level with you, then you're taking your desires and your hopes and your dreams to those deep levels with you. That's going to produce great results. It's one thing to have hopes and dreams at the outer level. It's a whole lot better to take them to that powerful inner level as well. And when you have all of that desire deep within to correct problems, to make the world a better place to live, imagine how people respond to you as you express all of that desire that you have within yourself. People are going to want to be around you. They're going to want to be your friend. They'll want to do business with you. You'll have great influence with these people. You'll be able to do terrific work, just like you desire to do. So first of all, work on your desire. Review your reasons for wanting to learn the Silva method. Make sure you have your priorities and your sense of values right. Then the next step, after you've done that, is to learn the long relaxation exercise so that you can practice it. Now, you need to practice it correctly to get maximum benefits. Now, here's the way not to do it. You don't want to just lie back and listen to the long relaxation exercise and leave it up to me to do all the work. That won't do you a whole lot of good. You need to get involved with it yourself, to follow the instructions and do it. You need to do this because nobody else knows how long it takes you to relax. Nobody else knows how tense you are or where you're tense. Nobody else knows where you hurt. Nobody else knows how much you hurt. Nobody else knows what you need as well as you know yourself. When you have enough desire to practice on your own, to do it for yourself, through your own efforts, then you'll be transferring that desire to those deep levels, and your desire at those deep levels will bring you the results that you're looking for. It's very important for you to get involved in this whole process of relaxation and going to level. It's important that you concentrate your sense of awareness on your scalp, the skin that covers your head, as you'll be guided to do in this exercise. It's important for you to detect a fine vibration, a tingling sensation, a feeling of warmth caused by circulation. Use your imagination to help you do that. What would it feel like? It is important that you then release and completely relax all tensions and ligament pressures from this part of your head and place it in a deep state of relaxation that will grow deeper as you continue. Use your imagination. Figure it out. Get involved. What would it feel like for your scalp to be totally relaxed that way? Feel like a wet cloth, a warm wet cloth laying over your skull? Maybe feel like the roots of the hairs are being washed in a warm... What would it feel like? What would it be like to be completely relaxed? Get involved in it. Continue and do the same all the way down your body. Concentrate your sense of awareness on your forehead, the skin that covers your forehead. You detect a fine vibration, a tingling sensation, a feeling of warmth caused by circulation. Then release and relax all tensions and ligament pressures from this part of your head completely. Place it in a deep state of relaxation, going deeper and deeper as we continue. And do the same all the way down your body, your eyes and the tissue surrounding your eyes, your face, the skin covering your cheeks, your throat, within the throat area, your shoulders. Feel your clothing in contact with your shoulders. Feel the skin and the vibration of the skin covering your shoulders. And release and relax all tensions and ligament pressures. Place your shoulders in a deep state of relaxation, going deeper and deeper as we continue. Go into your chest and do the same. Within the chest area, relax all organs, relax all glands, relax all tissues, including the cells themselves, and cause them to function in a rhythmic and healthy manner. How do you do that? Same as you relax the rest of your body. Desire it to happen. Imagine it happening. Take it for granted it's happening. Same with your abdomen, within the abdominal area, your thighs, the bones within the thighs, your knees, your calves, your feet, your toes, the soles of your feet, the heels of your feet. Relax your body like that. Then we'll come back up the body and become so relaxed that you lose all sense of sensation in your body. Cause your feet to feel as though they do not belong to your body. Cause your feet and ankles and calves and knees and thighs and waist and shoulders and arms and hands to feel as though they do not belong to your body. Get involved and cause it to happen. Now, after we relax physically, then we'll relax mentally. You do that by visualizing and recalling tranquil and passive scenes. A day at the beach may be a tranquil and passive scene for you, or a day out fishing, or a walk through the woods on a beautiful summer day. The more you practice, the easier it will be to do it. Now, you might want to listen to the long relaxation exercise. Listen to it at beta first if you want to. That way you'll know everything that's on it, so there will not be any surprises that would interfere with your relaxation. Then, go to level with it. Listen to my voice to guide you to level, to do the deep relaxation. That will give you the feeling for it. Now, the first couple of times you practice this exercise, do it in a sitting position. Make yourself comfortable and let your body do what it needs to do to relax. Once you've learned to relax in a sitting position, then if you want to find a more comfortable position, to stretch out in a nice reclining chair, for instance, then do so. While practicing in a seated position, remember to roll your head around from time to time so that your neck won't get stiff. Now, I'm not going to be here with you physically. I wish I could be. If I were here with you physically, I would be projecting to you. I would be doing the relaxation with you, and this would help your body to relax. But I won't be there. What I want you to do is probably even better than having me there with you, to do it totally on your own. You want to get completely involved, and you do that by doing it strictly on your own. So after you've learned the sequence, after you've learned what to do, to concentrate your sense of awareness, to detect a fine vibration, a tingling sensation, a feeling of warmth, all of those things, once you've learned that, how to do that for all the body parts, then practice on your own, by yourself. No voice to guide you, no background sounds. You practice going through that relaxation. From head to toes, take whatever time you need to get yourself completely relaxed. Stay awake. Stay conscious. If you fall asleep, make yourself less comfortable. Some people have a tendency to fall asleep. They may have to work a little bit harder to learn how to do this. You do whatever is necessary for you to be successful with it. Find a less comfortable chair to sit in, maybe. If you can kick back on a bed and relax and just stretch out there and do this without falling asleep, that's great. Get as relaxed as you can, but without falling asleep, staying awake. Do it on your own. No background sounds, no alpha sound, just keep it nice and quiet. Definitely no music. The frequency of music fluctuates up and down. That will not help your brain stay at one steady frequency, which is what you're looking for. Music is good for beta, physical type relaxation, for left brain relaxation. We want right brain relaxation to lower brain frequency to alpha or below. The ideal thing is to get even lower than the alpha frequency because, see, you want to be able to do your programming at 10 cycles per second. When you become mentally active, begin to correct problems, analyze information, the brain will be at least 10 cycles per second. It's not going to do that lower than 10. So if you just learn to relax a little bit and just barely get into the alpha level and then become mentally active, it can be kind of hard to keep the brain at that 10 cycles. But if you practice relaxing, you practice this long relaxation exercise several times, and you learn to get very deeply relaxed, you can be assured that your brain frequency is lower than 10 cycles. So then when you become mentally active and begin to use the formula-type techniques, begin to analyze information and make decisions and solve problems at your level, the brain then will find it easy to stay at the alpha level. It may have to speed up a little bit to get to 10 cycles. This is great. This is why you want to practice deepening so much, that you go beyond 10, so that when you come back to 10, it'll be easy to stay there and to do your programming. Now, some people have not relaxed this deeply in a long, long time, so it may feel different to you. It may feel a little bit strange. This is okay. Sometimes we get so relaxed that we feel like the body just can't even move anymore, or we feel like it's floating or something. That's great. You're not floating. You're just relaxed. But do remember, especially when doing the deep relaxation, if you feel uncomfortable for any reason, if you feel you need to open your eyes, then open your eyes immediately. Focus your eyes. Relax. Tell yourself, mentally or verbally, to relax, that everything's okay. Then back up, start at the beginning, and do it again. At these deep levels, we go back to our natural functions. Your body begins to normalize and function in a natural, healthy manner. We awaken intuition at these levels, and our creativity also. Go at your own pace. Nobody knows better than you the best way for you to proceed. Make sure that you're comfortable with the experience. Continue practicing until you learn how to enter deep, healthy levels of mind quickly and easily. If you have any questions about your experience, contact your local Silva Method lecturer or contact me here at AVLIS headquarters. We all want to help you succeed. It's important for you to have a support system. Don't try to do it all alone. Get involved. Get some other people involved with you. Get involved with your local lecturer. Call on us if you need to. If there's not a lecturer somewhere nearby you, call on us here at headquarters. We will work with you. Share this course with other people and get them involved in it too. You can help one another. It really pays to have a support system. When you've been to level with your local lecturer, and your local lecturer's been to level with you, and other classmates and other family members, and you've all been to level together, you develop a tremendous intimacy. You really learn a great deal about one another. And this allows us to help each other in ways that you just can't even imagine right now. We recommend that you continue to practice the long relaxation exercise. In fact, we recommend graduates of the Basic Lecture Series practice the long relaxation exercise at least once a week for the first 3 months. In fact, a lot of us just continue to practice it at least once a week forever. It's good to be able to establish that level. If you do not continue to practice on a regular basis, then your level starts surfacing. Practice helps to ensure that when you go to your level, you'll stay there. Jose Silva says it's not that hard to learn to get to level, but you got to be sure you're staying there when you become mentally active. So practicing the deep relaxation, going past 10 cycles, will make it easier to stay at 10 when you're doing your programming. You know the most important time to practice? Juan Silva, Jose Silva's brother Juan, who was involved with him in a lot of the research and who was our foreign director for about 20 years, director of foreign countries, took this course all over the world. Juan Silva points out that the most important time to practice is when you don't need to. It's much easier to practice when there's no stress, when there's no big problem that has to be solved. You practice, you go to those deep levels. Remember to take your purpose with you when you go to these deep levels. You don't want to do it just because Ed says to, or Juan says to, or Jose Silva says to. You want to do it because you're preparing a better vehicle, because you'll be able to help correct problems, because you'll reach your goals. You'll help to make this planet a better place to live. Make sure you've got your reasons clear in your mind, and you do this practice. Then, later, when there's an emergency situation and you have to go to your level, it will be easy to do because you're so familiar with it. It is now your choice. You can choose to be as successful as you want to be. It's a simple choice. Just one choice at a time is all it takes. Make a choice to dedicate 15 minutes each day to practice entering your level. We say that 5 minutes is good, 10 minutes is very good, and 15 minutes is excellent. To practice once a day is good, twice a day is very good, 3 times a day is excellent. The best time to practice is in the morning when you first wake up. You're just coming out of alpha, and you have a tendency to wake up, so you'll be less likely to fall back asleep. Stay in bed at least 5 minutes practicing. The second best time to practice is at night when you're ready to go to sleep. You're ready to go into alpha. It will be easy to get to alpha. It won't be quite as easy to stay awake, perhaps, as in the morning, but it's still a great time. The third best time to practice is at noon after lunch. After we eat a big meal, the body feels relaxed anyway. That's part of the process, the physiological process, endorphins in the brain and so forth, to slow the body down so that we'll have time to digest the food. That's another good time to take advantage of relaxing into the alpha level. If you're working with a health problem or a very serious situation, practice for 15 minutes 3 times a day. No need to do more than that. You need to spend time at level. You also need the time at beta. So 15 minutes 3 times a day turns out to be ideal when you're working on major projects. Now, this long relaxation exercise lasts for about 30 minutes. Like I said, you can listen to it ahead of time if you like, so that you'll know everything that's included on it. Then, when you have a half an hour, when you will not be disturbed, make yourself comfortable and practice the long relaxation exercise. Thank you. For information about additional programs to help you in every area of your life, please visit our website, silvacourses.com. Thank you. Welcome to Jose Silva's world-famous Silva centering exercise. It's also known as the long relaxation exercise because that's what we'll be doing. This is the original version, exactly the way that Jose Silva wrote it. He invested 22 years of scientific research and $500,000 of his own money to develop this conditioning cycle. He selected every word very carefully, studied the dictionary to make sure that every word expressed exactly what he intended, and we haven't changed a word of it. This conditioning cycle does a lot more than just to help you relax physically and mentally. It also helps to lower your brain frequency to the 10 cycles alpha level, and it does more than that. The main goal of the Silva centering exercise is to help you learn how to use your mind to correct problems. First, you're using your mind to relax your body. It's a very simple principle that Jose Silva understood early on. Mind guides brain, and brain guides body. Everything we do begins as a thought. If you're thirsty, you reach out, you pick up a glass of water, and you drink. Once you have learned to use your mind to relax your body, then it's a very simple step to use your mind to heal your body. Use your mind to help correct the problems of your body. You can use your mind to guide your brain to also heal troubled relationships that you may have with people, to heal business problems and financial problems. You can use your mind to solve any problems that you need to. The more problems you solve, the more you concentrate on success and improving living conditions here on planet Earth, the more success you'll have, the more prosperous you'll be, the more satisfaction you'll get in your life. It doesn't happen by concentrating on problems. Everybody wants to solve their problems by focusing on the problems. Okay, let me go to work on the problem. No, mind guides brain, brain guides body. You focus on the problem and you're dealing with the problem. I don't have enough money to pay my bills. How do I get money to pay my bills? That's the problem. What you do is you go out and you work on solutions. You see a board with a nail in it. Sitting out there on the sidewalk, somebody's going to step on it and hurt themselves. That's a problem. Go pick it up, get the board out of the way. You'll feel better about yourself. You'll know that you're a person who solves problems and who can solve problems and who can make things happen on this planet. Then when it comes to how am I going to pay my bills, what can you do that will be of value to somebody so that they will compensate you for it and you can pay your bills? So instead of focusing on problems, focus on solutions. The first step is to learn to use your mind to relax your body. Mind guides brain, brain guides body. That's what we'll be doing in this Silva centering exercise. Now, to start with, we'll ask you to close your eyes. Why do we do that? Because everything we do at the alpha brainwave level. 10 cycles per second is the center of the brain frequency spectrum, what we call the alpha frequency. It's the first brain frequency ever discovered. That's why they called it alpha. It's the strongest. That's why it was discovered first. It's the strongest. If it's the strongest, it's the best place to do your thinking. You can do your acting at the faster beta frequencies because you're using your body more than you're using your mind at beta. At alpha, you're using your mind. That's the strongest frequency. That's the best place to do your thinking. 9 out of 10 people do their thinking and their acting at beta. Only 1 person in 10 lowers their brain frequency to alpha to do their thinking. You're going to be learning in this exercise how to lower your brain frequency to alpha and activate your mind so that you can use it to solve problems. To start with, to relax your body. That'll be the first thing we do. So we want you to close your eyes, because anytime you focus your eyes, anytime you attempt to focus your eyes, your brain goes to 20 cycles per second. The sense of eyesight is the only sense, the only physical sense that requires 20 cycles beta. So if you have your eyes open, it's tempting to look around and see what's going on. So if you just close your eyes, you can relax, not focus your eyes, not try to use your eyesight for anything. Just relax and follow the simple instructions that I'll be giving you in this exercise we will do in just a moment here. Follow the simple instructions and you will succeed. Number 1 priority right now is to relax. So you close your eyes. If you feel like you need to open your eyes, look around, see what's going on. Open your eyes, look around, see what's going on. If you open your eyes, go back to the beginning of the recording, start again. When we're doing this, when we're relaxing, if you begin to feel uncomfortable, feel like you need to change your position, change your position. You'll be more relaxed if you go ahead and change your position, make yourself comfortable. Uncross your legs, whatever you need to do. If you have an itch, scratch the itch. This is not some sort of a trance state. This is a useful level of mind that you can learn to use with conscious awareness whenever you need to. So you don't have to just sit here and be passive. In fact, that's not what we want you to do. We want you to follow the instructions, to do what we instruct you to do, so that you can learn to use your mind to cause an effect in your body. Here's how we'll do it. I'll ask you to concentrate your sense of awareness on your scalp, the skin that covers your head. That means think about it. Think about it, become aware of it mentally. I'll say this to you. I'll say you will detect a fine vibration, a tingling sensation, a feeling of warmth caused by circulation. You detect with your mind. We don't say you'll feel it. We say you will detect. Detect is something you do mentally. A detective studies all the clues, analyzes them, and then solves the case. So what we're talking about when we say you'll detect a fine vibration, a feeling of warmth, it's not a physical feeling. It's like a mental or an emotional feeling. And we don't say you may detect it. We're not going to sit here passively and hope that something may happen sooner or later. No, we want you to do it, to use your mind to cause an effect in your body. So we say you will detect. Use your mind to think about, recall, what is it? What would it feel like? You ever had a tingling sensation, a fine vibration? You recall what that felt like? Recall that with your mind. And you know what? You may relive that feeling, and it may be in your scalp. Maybe not this first time, maybe later. It'll happen. It will come in time. When it's ready, it will come. Relax, and it will come. Maybe next time, maybe after a few sessions, maybe after a few weeks, maybe after a few months. It will come. It doesn't matter, because what we're looking for now is to relax the body. Say, concentrate your sense of awareness on your scalp, skin that covers your head. You detect a fine vibration, a tingling sensation, a feeling of warmth caused by circulation. I'll give you a moment to do that. Then I'll say, release and relax all tensions and ligament pressures from this part of your head completely, and place it in a deep state of relaxation that will grow deeper and deeper as we continue. In other words, just let go, just allow yourself to relax. You can't force yourself to relax, right? Force is pressure and tension. No, you just allow it to happen. Don't hold anything back. Relax completely, let go, and let it happen. Then we'll do the same thing with your forehead, with your eyes, the tissue surrounding your eyes, your face, the skin that covers your cheeks. Release and relax all tension, ligament pressures. Your throat, the outer portion of your throat, the skin covering your throat area, within the throat area. Your shoulders, I'll ask you to feel the clothing in contact with your shoulders, with this part of your body. And then sense the skin and the vibration of the skin. And then relax your shoulders. Your chest, feel the clothing in contact with your chest, the skin and the vibration of the skin. Relax the chest. Then I'll ask you to go within the chest area. Let's normalize all body functions so that you will stay healthy. Mind guides brain, brain guides body. Just use your mind to relax all organs, relax all glands, relax all tissues, including the cells themselves, and cause them to function in a rhythmic and healthy manner. Some people say, well, how do I do that? The same way you do the rest of it. Desire it. Desire it Imagine it happening. Imagine all your organs, your heart, your lungs, everything relaxing. The same thing in the abdominal area. Same thing at the thighs. I'll say sense of vibrations at the bones within the thighs. By now, they should be easily detectable. Your knees, your calves, your feet. Then, we want you to be so relaxed, you're not even aware of your body. So we'll come back up the body and relax, coming back up the body. So relaxed, just kind of forget about his body. I'll say, cause your feet to feel as though they do not belong to your body. Now, that's interesting, isn't it? Mr. Silva didn't say, don't feel them. He says, cause them to feel as though they don't belong to your body. Your feet, your ankles, your calves, your knees, thighs, waist, shoulders, arms, hands, feel as though they do not belong to your body. We'll leave your head alone. We'll leave your head there because if we ask you to cause your head to feel as though it does not belong to your body, you might just go to sleep. We don't want you to go to sleep. We want you to stay aware. If you fall asleep along the way, that's okay. But the next time you do it, make yourself a little less comfortable. That way you won't fall asleep. If you keep falling asleep, find a less comfortable chair to sit in. Sit up straight. Remember, if your neck gets a little stiff, roll your head around some to relax. We don't want you to get too uncomfortable because then you'll be stressed and you won't be relaxed. But we don't want you so comfortable that you fall asleep. If you feel like you're about to fall asleep, raise your hand. Not because I'm going to call on you, but raise your hand because then when you start to fall asleep, your hand will start to come down. That will get your attention and cause you to begin to concentrate again on what we're doing and follow the instructions. When you follow the instructions, that'll help you to stay awake. So we will go through all that physical relaxation, and we will associate physical relaxation with the number 3. When we start, I'll ask you to mentally repeat and visualize number 3 several times. You know what a 3 looks like, so just recall. So mentally repeat, recall what the number 3 looks like. And once we have done all the physical relaxation, once again, I'll remind you that this is your level 3. Level 3 is for physical relaxation. So anytime that you mentally repeat and visualize the number 3 and desire to relax and recall this feeling of physical relaxation, your body will relax as completely as it is now and more so every time you practice. The next step, we go to level 2. Level 2 is for mental relaxation. How do you relax your mind? By recalling tranquil and passive scenes. Mr. Silva gave us 3 very specific scenes, and he had a reason for selecting these 3. So as we go through this exercise, use these 3. Later, when you practice on your own, you may have other scenes you like better. As we go through this exercise and reinforce level 2 for mental relaxation, let's use the scenes that he selected. First, being at the beach on a nice summer day. The second tranquil and passive scene he directs us to is a day out fishing. The third tranquil and passive scene is a walk through the woods on a beautiful summer day. It's tall shade trees, beautiful wild flowers, birds singing in the distance, even squirrels playing on the tree limbs. We will reinforce this as level 2 mental relaxation. So anytime you mentally repeat and visualize the number 2, you will relax mentally. Then we'll say, take another deep breath. While exhaling, enter level 1. Enter your center, level 1, the alpha level, what we call the basic plane level, the base of the alpha level. 7 to 14 cycles is the alpha frequency, the alpha range. So we'll say 7 cycles is the base of alpha. When you activate your mind to solve problems, your brain will adjust to the center. That's why we call it a centering exercise. Center is 10 cycles per second, and that's where you'll do your programming. Now, if you want to learn more about all of this, there's a lot of information at silvanow.com. There's a video of Mr. Silva using a chart that he developed called the Scale of Brain Evolution to explain how your brain and mind function, the relationship of mind, brain, and body, how we function in the physical world, how we function in the mental world. You can learn additional problem-solving techniques for free at silvanow.com. This is all genuine Jose Silva work, straight from Jose Silva's research. This is material that he authored himself. There's no place else now that you can get the original courses that he authored except from Avlis Productions and people that work with us. Avlis, by the way, is Silva spelled backwards. So if you want to know what he found in his 22 years of scientific research that millions of people worldwide have benefited from since he took it public in 1966, if you'd like to find out why publishers all over the world have published his works, he's got more than a dozen published books and more than 24 different languages in dozens of different countries. If you want to find out what it is that he learned and that he made available to us that has been so valuable, his work, not some modified version of it, not something that somebody else did, this is where you find it. You can watch video of Jose Silva explaining it himself and audio programs of him explaining it himself, what he did and why he did it, all for free at silvanow.com. We'll go through then and we'll do some beneficial statements like positive thoughts bring me benefits and advantages I desire. My increasing mental faculties are for serving humanity better. Yes, you are part of humanity, so you can work on yourself. That's fine. You don't have to only help other people. You can help yourself. You can help yourself heal your own body. Make yourself healthier so that you will have more strength and more energy to solve more problems and improve living conditions on the planet even more. This is not about just getting what you want. That's not the way that higher intelligence set it up. Higher intelligence sent us all here. We're all in this together. We all need to help one another. When you lift up humanity, you're lifting up yourself as well. So the best way to help yourself is to help other people. The best way to solve your problems is to solve whatever problems you see. You become a better problem solver. Higher intelligence will see that you are solving problems, that you are lifting up humanity, and higher intelligence will then make sure that you have whatever you need. You need to let your needs be known. Do let them be known. Let higher intelligence know, hey, I need to take care of my family so that I'm not distracted so that I can solve more problems. They'll take care of you. They'll take care of you as long as you are demonstrating that you are doing what you were sent here to do. Solving problems, improving living conditions on the planet, and lifting up humanity. After we get to level 1, the basic plane level where you can function from your center, we'll do the positive statements and so forth. One more thing that we'll do that I want to tip you off to right now, we will get another technique to help you to relax, to use your mind, to relax your body. I'll ask you to project yourself mentally to your ideal place of relaxation. This can be any place you want to go, any place you have been. Your body won't be there physically. Your mind will be there. And guess what? Since your mind is there, and since your mind guides your brain and brain guides your body, your brain will attempt to recreate those conditions in your body. So any place where you have gone and you have relaxed, it will be like you were there again. You will actually be projecting yourself. You will be there again mentally, and your body will feel like you're there physically, and you will experience that same kind of relaxation. This could actually be something active if you want to. If it's something active that you do that helps you to relax, you can do that. Now, here's what we'll do. Since there is no time or space mentally, you can project your mind to be anywhere you want to be, anywhere on the planet, anywhere in the universe for that matter. And it doesn't have to be right now. It could be someplace you've been in the past. It could be someplace you want to go in the future. You're not limited by time. So therefore, I will say to you, when you next hear my voice, 1 hour of time will have elapsed at this level of mind. Now, that's not going to be 1 hour of physical time on the clock. Because remember, mentally there's no time or space. So we'll get the effect of having been at this ideal place of relaxation for an hour when it's really nowhere near that long. But just enjoy it. You will have the benefits as if it had been an hour's worth of physical relaxation. You will have the benefits as if it were 90 minutes of sleep. You will get as much alpha time as you get during a 90-minute sleep and dream cycle. So let's get on with it. If you want to listen to it with eyes open first so you know everything that's in it, that's fine. If you feel like you're ready to do it right now, let's go ahead and do it. All you need to do is find a comfortable position. We recommend sitting somewhere in a comfortable chair. Relax and enjoy the Silva centering exercise. This is the Silva centering exercise of Jose Silva's Ultramind ESP system. I'm Ed Byrne Jr., and I'll be your guide. In the background, you will hear the gentle tapping of the theta sound, a natural sound that will help your brain adjust to very low frequencies. This recording is to be used with eyes closed so that you can shut out distractions and relax completely. So do not play it when you are driving or when you are performing any other activity that requires the use of your eyesight. Remember that if at any time you feel uncomfortable, readjust your position to make yourself more comfortable. If you feel you must open your eyes for any reason, then open your eyes and make yourself comfortable. If you open your eyes, then go back to the beginning of the recording and start over. Anytime you desire to relax, mentally or verbally repeat the word relax, and you will relax physically and mentally. This mind training exercise is adapted from one originally copyrighted by Jose Silva of Laredo, Texas in 1969 after 25 years of research. New material on this recording is copyrighted in the year 2001 by Silva Ultramind Systems. Reproduction for redistribution is strictly prohibited. Now prepare for the Silva centering exercise by finding a comfortable position. We will start this exercise with the 3-to-1 method. Take a deep breath, and while exhaling, mentally repeat and visualize the number 3 times. To help you learn to relax physically at level 3, I'm going to direct your attention to different parts of your body. Concentrate your sense of awareness on your scalp, the skin that covers your head. You will detect a fine vibration, a tingling sensation, a feeling of warmth caused by circulation. Now release and completely relax all tensions and ligament pressures from this part of your head and place it in a deep state of relaxation that will grow deeper as we continue. Concentrate your sense of awareness on your forehead, the skin that covers your forehead. You will detect a fine vibration, a tingling sensation, a feeling of warmth caused by circulation. Now release and completely relax all tensions and ligament pressures from this part of your head and place it in a deep state of relaxation that will grow deeper as we continue. Concentrate your sense of awareness on your eyelids and the tissue surrounding your eyes. You will detect a fine vibration, a tingling sensation, a feeling of warmth caused by circulation. Now release and completely relax all tensions and ligament pressures from this part of your head and place it in a deep state of relaxation that will grow deeper as we continue. Concentrate your sense of awareness on your face, the skin covering your cheeks. You will detect a fine vibration, a tingling sensation, a feeling of warmth caused by circulation. Now release and completely relax all tensions and ligament pressures from this part of your head and place it in a deep state of relaxation that will grow deeper as we continue. Concentrate on the outer portion of your throat, the skin covering your throat area. You will detect a fine vibration, a tingling sensation, a feeling of warmth caused by circulation. Now release and completely relax all tensions and ligament pressures from this part of your body and place it in a deep state of relaxation that will grow deeper as we continue. Concentrate within the throat area and relax all tensions and ligament pressures from this part of your body and place it in a deep state of relaxation, going deeper and deeper every time. Concentrate on your shoulders. Feel your clothing in contact with your body. Feel the skin and the vibration of the skin covering this part of your body. Relax all tensions and ligament pressures and place your shoulders in a deep state of relaxation, going deeper and deeper every time. Concentrate on your chest. Feel your clothing in contact with this part of your body. Feel the skin and the vibration of your skin covering your chest. Relax all tensions and ligament pressures and place your chest in a deep state of relaxation, going deeper and deeper every time. Concentrate within the chest area. Relax all organs, relax all glands, relax all tissues, including the cells themselves, and cause them to function in a rhythmic, healthy manner. Concentrate on your abdomen. Feel the clothing in contact with this part of your body. Feel the skin and the vibration of your skin covering your abdomen. Relax all tensions and ligament pressures and place your abdomen in a deep state of relaxation, going deeper and deeper every time. Concentrate within the abdominal area. Relax all organs, relax all glands, relax all tissues, including the cells themselves, and cause them to function in a rhythmic, healthy manner. Concentrate on your thighs. Feel your clothing in contact with this part of your body. Feel the skin and the vibration of your skin covering your thighs. Relax all tensions and ligament pressures and place your thighs in a deep state of relaxation, going deeper and deeper every time. Sense the vibrations at the bones within the thighs. By now, these vibrations should be easily detectable. Concentrate on your knees. Feel the skin and the vibration of your skin covering the knees. Relax all tensions and ligament pressures and place your knees in a deep state of relaxation, going deeper and deeper every time. Concentrate on your calves. Feel the skin and the vibration of the skin covering your calves. Relax all tensions and ligament pressures and place these parts of your body in a deep state of relaxation, going deeper and deeper every time. To enter a deeper, healthier level of mind, concentrate on your toes. Enter a deeper, healthier level of mind. To enter a deeper, healthier level of mind, concentrate on the soles of your feet. Enter a deeper, healthier level of mind. To enter a deeper, healthier level of mind, concentrate on the heels of your feet. Enter a deeper, healthier level of mind. Now cause your feet to feel as though they do not belong to your body. Feel your feet as though they do not belong to your body. Your feet feel as though they do not belong to your body. Your feet, ankles, calves, and knees feel as though they do not belong to your body. Your feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, waist, shoulders, arms, and hands feel as though they do not belong to your body. You are now at a deeper, healthier level of mind, deeper than before. This is your physical relaxation level 3. Whenever you mentally repeat and visualize the number 3, your body will relax as completely as you are now, and more so every time you practice. To enter the mental relaxation level 2, take a deep breath, and while exhaling, mentally repeat and visualize the number 2 several times, and you are at level 2, a deeper level than 3. Level 2 is for mental relaxation, where noises will not distract you. Instead, noises will help you to relax mentally more and more. To help you learn to relax mentally at level 2, I'm going to call your attention to different passive scenes. Visualizing any scene that makes you tranquil and passive will help you relax mentally. Your being at the beach on a nice summer day may be a tranquil and passive scene for you. A day out fishing may be a tranquil and passive scene for you. A tranquil and passive scene for you may be a walk through the woods on a beautiful summer day, when the breeze is just right, where there are tall shade trees, beautiful flowers, a very blue sky, an occasional white cloud, birds singing in the distance, even squirrels playing on the tree limbs. Hear birds singing in the distance. This is mental relaxation level 2, where noises will not distract you. To enhance mental relaxation at level 2, practice visualizing tranquil and passive scenes. To go to your center, take a deep breath, and while exhaling, mentally repeat and visualize the number 1 several times. You are now at level 1, a deeper, healthier level of mind where you can function from your center. To enter deeper, healthier levels of mind, practice with the countdown deepening exercises. To deepen, count downward from 25 to 1, or from 50 to 1, or from 100 to 1. When you reach the count of 1, you will have reached a deeper, healthier level of mind, deeper than before. You will always have full control and complete dominion over your faculties and senses at all levels of the mind, including the outer conscious level. The best time to practice the countdown deepening exercises is in the morning when you wake up. Remain in bed at least 5 minutes practicing the countdown deepening exercises. The second best time to practice is at night when you are ready to retire. The third best time to practice is at noon after lunch. 5 minutes of practice is good, 10 minutes is very good, and 15 minutes is excellent. To practice once a day is good, 2 times a day is very good, and 3 times a day is excellent. If you have a health problem, practice for 15 minutes, 3 times a day. To come out of any level of the mind, count to yourself mentally from 1 to 5, and tell yourself that at the count of 5 you will open your eyes, be wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than before. Then proceed to count slowly from 1 to 2, then to 3, and at the count of 3, mentally remind yourself that at the count of 5, you will open your eyes, be wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than before. Proceed to count slowly to 4, then to 5. At the count of 5, and with your eyes open, mentally tell yourself, I am wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than before, and this is so. To help you enter a deeper, healthier level of mind, I'm going to count from 10 to 1. On each descending number, you will feel yourself going deeper, and you will enter a deeper, healthier level of mind. 10, 9, feel going deeper, 8, 7, 6, deeper and deeper, 5, 4, 3, deeper and deeper, 2, 1. You are now at a deeper, healthier level of mind, deeper than before. You may enter a deeper, healthier level of mind by simply relaxing your eyelids. Relax your eyelids. Feel how relaxed they are. Allow this feeling of relaxation to flow slowly downward throughout your body, all the way down to your toes. It is a wonderful feeling to be deeply relaxed, a very healthy state of being. To help you enter a deeper, healthier level of mind, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. At that moment, you will project yourself mentally to your ideal place of relaxation. I will then stop talking to you, and when you next hear my voice, 1 hour of time will have elapsed at this level of mind. My voice will not startle you. You will take a deep breath, relax, and go deeper. 1, 2, 3. Project yourself mentally to your ideal place of relaxation until you hear my voice again. Relax. Relax. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, relax and go deeper. You will continue to listen to my voice. You will continue to follow the instructions at this level of the mind and any other level, including the outer conscious level. This is for your benefit. You desire it, and it is so. Whenever you mentally or verbally mention the word relax, all unnecessary movements and activities of your body, brain, and mind will cease immediately, and you will become completely passive and relaxed, physically and mentally. I may bring you out of this level or a deeper level than this by counting to you from 1 to 5. At the count of 5, your eyes will open, you will be wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health. The difference between genius mentality and lay mentality is that geniuses use more of their minds and use them in a special manner. You will learn to use more of your mind and to use it in a special manner. The following are beneficial statements that you may occasionally repeat while at these levels of the mind. Repeat mentally after me. My increasing mental faculties are for serving humanity better. Every day, in every way, I am getting better, better, and better. Positive thoughts bring me benefits and advantages I desire. I have full control and complete dominion over my sensing faculties at this level of the mind and any other level, including the outer conscious level. And this is so. Effective sensory projection statements for success. I will learn to attune my intelligence by developing my sensing faculties and to project them to any point or place on this planet so as to be aware of any actions taking place, if this is necessary and beneficial for humanity. I will learn to attune my intelligence by developing my sensing faculties and to project them to any point or place on any planet within the solar system, any solar system within the galaxy, and any galaxy within the universe, so as to be aware of any actions taking place, if this is necessary and beneficial for humanity. I will learn to attune my intelligence by developing my sensing faculties and to project them to the different matter kingdoms. The inanimate matter kingdom, any of its levels and depths. The animate matter kingdom with reproductive intelligence, plant life and animal life, any of its levels and depths. And the animate matter kingdom with reproductive intelligence and an awareness of existence. The human body and mind kingdom, any of its levels and depths. I will learn to detect abnormalities whenever such abnormalities exist within any kingdom, any level, and any depth, if this is necessary and beneficial for humanity. I will learn to apply corrective measures and to bring back to normalcy any abnormality found within any kingdom, any level, and any depth, if this is necessary and beneficial for humanity. Negative thoughts and negative suggestions have no influence over me at any level of the mind. You have practiced entering deep, healthy levels of mind. In your next session, you will enter a deeper, healthier level of mind, faster and easier than this time. Every time you function at these levels of the mind, you will receive beneficial effects physically and mentally. You may use these levels of the mind to help yourself physically and mentally. You may use these levels of the mind to help your loved ones physically and mentally. You may use these levels of the mind to help any human being who needs help physically and mentally. You will never use these levels of the mind to harm any human being, If this be your intention, you will not be able to function within these levels of the mind. You will always use these levels of the mind in a constructive, creative manner for all that is good, honest, pure, clean, and positive, and this is so. You will continue to strive to take part in constructive and creative activities to make this a better world to live in, so that when we move on, we shall have left behind a better world for those who follow. You will consider the whole of humanity, depending on their ages, as fathers or mothers, brothers or sisters, sons or daughters. You are a superior human being. You have greater understanding, compassion, and patience with others. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. At that moment, you will open your eyes, be wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than before. You will have no ill effects whatsoever in your head, no headache, no ill effects whatsoever in your hearing, no buzzing in your ears, no ill effects whatsoever in your vision and eyesight. Vision, eyesight, and hearing improve every time you function at these levels of mind. 1, 2, coming out slowly now. 3. At the count of 5, you'll open your eyes, be wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than before. Feeling the way you feel when you have slept the right amount of revitalizing, refreshing, relaxing, healthy, wonderful sleep. 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than before. This concludes the Silva centering exercise for Jose Silva's Ultramind ESP system. Thank you. For information about additional programs to help you in every area of your life, please visit our website, silvacourses.com. Thank you